HIDEO freak off. Nice. Okay, let's watch this. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I saw that clip. I saw that clip circulating around when you just like kicked that fucking ugly ass baby.
My budgets are back, pimps! Not in Kojima's game, he's still separating more women from their shoes than TSA. But over here,
Why?
we've got golden robo
this?
titties, robo jiggle joints, we've got more fake tits and a house party in Beverly Hills. Even Geoff's got a dozen waifu games in here paying his rent. Now, any of these games be good? Listen, for right now, they'll at least have two redeeming qualities, and that's enough. Now put down your 20-year-old games because it's that time of the year where we get hyped over a bunch of lies. The stupid Name Fest opened up by showing an awesome game that has heavy metal music, a rotund man doing wheelies, shooting flamethrowers, takedowns, gypsies, and best of all, gypsy takedowns. Oh my Jesus! A wave of nostalgia is coming over me, friend. Tell me, what is this game called? Oh, fuck, it's a Dark Souls game. I haven't been this bamboozled since my last trip to Thailand. But speaking of big reveals, licensed games are having a second coming, pimps. Straight from the phantom loins of THQ, we're getting Invincible, Deadpool, Dune, The Expanse, Scott Pilgrim, Game of Thrones, Dexter, but he's James Bond, and all these games mean nothing to me because the Robocock of Justice is getting takedowns. Let me tell you something personal, pimp. Ever since I was a boy, I've wanted to slam a man's head into an industrial vent because he littered. Taeyeon, I've got a chubby the size of Mount Rushmore. You are givers. No. Don't tell me that you can't do this to litterers. It's been a while since I've been chubbed up. Let me ride the high. Damn, I lost it. Kojima must be nearby.
Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who has set to each of his games he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions.
He is the star to my eyes. He is the sun in my moon. Hopefully, he will bear my children.
Mr. Hideo Kojima!
Kojima walked out to announce.
He's glazing him so much. Like it's Kojima's covered in white stuff now. He overglazed Kojima now.
More walking slop, keeping the hype going by showing an absolutely electric 7-minute conversation in a sepia tone room, then left. Then he came back because he had more to say, because Kojima always has more to say, especially about Kojima. This time it was to announce he has a USB stick of, quote, game ideas. Is that what we're calling it?
If he dies, like there's a lot of like ideas in that USB. Yeah, I heard about that. When he dies or like fall ill or like I don't know. He like he wants them to look at the USB because there are like a lot of game ideas there.
These days, yeah, sure, buddy. I know what you mean by game ideas. It means the feet scans of every Hollywood actress from the last 20 years. Toronto's gonna be hunting after that USB like the holy fucking grail. Domino oregano, Hideo-san.
Oh, that's not like feet pics. Those are Picora pics. They're all like feet pics and Picora.
Sweet lover. And we got Wu-Chang, Wu-Tang, Moo-Dang, not to be confused with Mo-Dang, the cute-ass baby hippo. I love that hippo. Moo-Dang looks like a solid 57% mix. Wu-Tang was just 45 seconds of showing a wall, and Wu-Chang's gonna put me through an unspeakable hell to see some breastises. Story of my life, Jim. The new Bond game keeps stressing everywhere that this is a reimagining of the character that is their take and completely stand alone. Does that mean this scene won't be making a reappearance?
Man
Ooh.
Please let me know. I'm trying to shave money for the organ donor edition of Borderlands 4. Geoff announced Ill, a game where you go around shooting limp dick zombies and punt kicking the cast of Rugrats. And before you ask, yes, I will gladly punt kick that baby. I'll punt kick his ass back into the womb.
Yeah, that's so hilarious. That clip is so hilarious.
But speaking of silly little...
the fucking Sonic one. I love the fucking like my last form is
baby game Sonic Racing announced a new race called Hatsune Miku. I have no clue who this is, but I'm sure it's a big improvement over the last Sega racing game that featured famous NASCAR crasher Danica Patrick. And as long as we're talking about crashes, Mind's Eye also paid Geoff's ransom demands to be here.
It's so fucking like weird because like there are actual humans, like properly portioned humans in the Sonic game.
Let me tell you a little
Like
something about
Sonic
Mind's
racing
Eye.
game.
Mind's Eye is so good that before release, the suits were running from it like the bubonic plague. They were afraid of how good this game was and how much money they'd make. One of the devs even said that this game anticipates the future. If that's the case, the future is looking
Oh my
very
God.
inbred. Mafia heard everyone's complaints about Mafia 3 not being a Mafia game, so they made Mafia 4 an Uncharted game. Silent
Oh
Hill
my
is
God.
getting not one, but 2 more games. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Congrats. Happy for
Silent
you. Let's go
Hill.
check back in on the dickheads that own everything I love.
World premiere.
Phil Spencer is hitting that Ozempic.
I
Sorry,
can't
no
breathe.
Gears of War
Sorry.
ED today, guys. They made a trailer, but they couldn't get it up in time. Don't fret, though, Gears of War fans. It could be worse. We could be Thief fans. Hey, idiot! How does it feel to have your favorite franchise brought back only for it to be in VR? Not good,
Oh, that's
right?
that's
Yeah, no, I
just
know.
shit.
I'm a Batman fan. This has happened to me twice. One more time, and who's to fucking say what I'll be releasing? Deadpool is also getting another game in VR, specifically on
Why
the
VR?
Zuckerberg honeypot device that buys exclusivity for almost every VR game. And I speak for everyone when I say, I'm not letting that lizard man see inside my goon cave. Don't worry your pretty little heads about
So
it.
I like they need to like slim down VR headsets because bitch, like it hurts my head when I wear one. It hurts my head, and also like it makes me super motion sick because like it's bulky in the front, and so if you move, it slightly moves the fucking like screen inside, so it makes me motion sick and like kind of fucking vomit.
Valve Index fans, go back to playing Half-Life Alyx for the 50th time. I got you. Go beat your saber again. I got you. I don't care how many gold chains he wears. Swapping from business to I'm not spying on you casually fooling me, Buster. I don't care if you put on Flavor Flav's clock. The Spank Citadel is for Gabe's eyes only, bitch. Speaking of which, Gabe Newell showed up to the Summer Game Fest to announce that he has a super yacht, showing illiterate kids everywhere that you don't need to be able to count to 3 in order to afford a yacht. Sorry, super yacht. Thank you, Gabe Newell. Very inspiring. All right, let's bang out some hardcore, detailed analysis real quick. Friend slop, friend slop, friend slop, friend slop. People say if Left 4 Dead came out today, we'd call it friend slop. Damn right.
Yeah, it is friend swap. Never does friend swap.
I would. Hell, I'd
Yeah.
go even further than that. Hide and seek is the original friend slop.
Yeah,
Marriage,
true.
friend slop.
Friend swap.
Nuance is for people with PhDs.
Yeah.
I
Being
wrote this
friend in friend is friend swap.
script with a crayon. Let's get back to what matters. This game had an ass so fat it had this guy dancing. I got 20 ads for the new Switch. Shout out to everyone that won the Switch 2 giveaways, by the way. Metal Gear Solid Delta looks great. Onimusha looks great. Dying Like the Beast looks good. Stranger Than Heaven looks fantastic. RGG's actually got to make new assets for this one. It's good to see they're re-releasing BioShock Infinite without all the escort missions. Scum took a shit on the
hell is that?
showcase. And speaking of which, Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like a piece of art. Nothing but absolute art. I think the price is a little steep at $1,000, but they gotta get you to hop on Game Pass somehow. And when did a little extortion
that?
ever hurt anyone? Resident Evil Requiem was announced.
Requiem.
Now, I just need you to watch something for me. For the audio listeners, what we're watching here is Raccoon City getting leveled by the force of 1,000 fucking suns. Think the highest budget live leak you've ever seen. Now, as that guy, that Ford Bronco, and that Quiznos gets consumed by the fiery wrath of God's mistakes, tell me, do you think anything in this city is left? No, right?
No.
Wrong. Every building is
Huh? Why is not flattened?
still standing. Hell, I think I see a Margaritaville is still open. Shit, is that a McDonald's over there? Hey, you want a radioactive Big Mac? Jokes aside, I'm glad we retconned the nuclear bomb to a little oopsie daisy. After getting choke slammed by the vampire with the massive mommy milkers, I'll tell you this much, I am excited to finally be able to play a Resident Evil game again with both hands on the controller. Then over in the clip,
True. It's better to play a Resident Evil game when the other hand is not busy doing other stuff. Yeah. Understand. Like it is kinda annoying when you play the game and one hand is in the mouse and one hand is in the other place, and when you need to move, you need to switch back to the keyboard and the other hand needs to do and then when dialogue comes, switch to the mouse. Like it's a tiring swap and swap. Like I'm glad they're doing that.
PlayStation showcase, lately, they've been eating more ass than Dawes eating cheeseburgers. Fucking Daw, he's the only guy more allergic to green than Sony. First it was Concord, then Marathon, and the Swamp Thing.
I'm gonna be a dad.
What the fuck's it got to do with me? I don't give a fuck about
But finally, PlayStation's announced that they want to make money again. So inspired by their muse, Stellar Yams, they said, bam! Marvel minus Capcom with a big budget store, bam! Hey, remember when the French said, ho-ho, croissant, 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 ho-ho? Well,
Yes.
Team Ninja just announced that Neo 3 will be mixing ninjas and samurais into one character. They've done what no other Frenchman has done before. They didn't surrender,
Yeah.
they achieved victory. Wouldn't you know it, all Ubisoft was missing was something called a single button press. Have you heard of this? And you already know Neo 3's gonna have a big
That
budget
actually
because
looks good.
Neo 2 had a massive budget. Have you all forgotten that tall lady with those voluptuous curves, that wild, untamed bush, and those fine Edo-era Japanese oak railings with golden fixtures? Whoa, I'd stick my couch in her living room. This house is this man's wife, by the way. Now let's bring it back over to bootleg Bethesda.
When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other.
I still can't go left! The Outer Worlds heard my complaints about having to strap 2 rounds of 9mm together to make 12 gauge and fixed it by making my knees pop when I stand up.
I'm just gonna hear you.
Better idea. I'm dummy thick and the clap of my ass cheeks alerts the guards. Thoughts?
Yeah, that clip of you standing and the knees just like, and then the guards just, the fuck, an old man, a man is over 30, technically over 25. Like the moment you reach 25, you're just like started to creak, knees starting to creak.
No takers? Alright, I mean, I don't gotta tell you guys what happened the last time an artist got rejected, but you know what, hey, you take that chance, right? At least the game's not 80 goddamn dollars! I'm sorry, Grandpa, I gotta shut off your life support. The Outer Worlds 2 is coming out. $80! So I can pay for your goddamn Port Royale burnout notch-looking Grand Tees? Retard was right about you lot! Tony Hawk's getting Michelangelo. I mean, not to overreact, because I'm not really a big overreactor, but wow, that's pretty neat. Todd Howard didn't make it to the event because his car broke down on the way there. State of Decay is in a state of delay. And finally, Fable didn't make an appearance tonight, and for that, I'm thankful. If I missed your favorite game announcement here tonight, no, it wasn't an accident. I just hate that game, and you should take it very personally. Make sure you let me know about it on every social media platform, especially Twitter.
100%
And while
they're
you're at it,
reworking Fable.
mark down on your calendar the Fleek Award Game Show SummerSlam is coming June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. Come see Naughty Dog Stellar Blade take on the real Stellar Blade. Come see Flomp and Jesus Christ take on Nintendo and Satan. Maybe, possibly.
Let's go.
Find out yourself June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. You know who's gonna win UFC 317? You, because you won't be watching it. You'll be watching the Fleek SummerSlam. See you there.
Great ass video, great video, always, because it always makes great videos. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Bye bye.